What's the most disturbing scene from a movie?
In Trainspotting, the scene where the baby dies and the mother is hysterical was one of the hardest scenes I've ever made it through in a movie.
The baby didn't die. Later in the movie you can see it crawling on the ceiling.
I love happy endings. The Strangers, when Kristen is in the kitchen, smoking, and getting a glass of water, her back to the living area/hall. You just see the masked man emerge from the shadows and stand there for a few minutes, watching her, completely silent and unnoticed. There's no musical sting. Nothing. He's out of focus, in the distance. Nothing really happens, but you just don't know how long that will last. Of course, when the camera finally pulls away for a brief moment and gives Kristen the chance to turn around, he's gone. She never knew he was there at all. That scene made me so paranoid.
Horror scenes are way more terrifying without that cliché suspense music. That's why I like the found footage genre despite those movies being generally bad.
The final montage in Requiem for a Dream. The mother is the only innocent victim, and her ordeal is just so emotionally devastating to watch. Her loneliness is soul-crushing. It made me hate Jared Leto's character even more. I understand he's a victim of his own addiction, but the way he uses her and then tosses her aside makes me wanna punch him in the dick.
Watching her walk around looking like a junkie on the subway saying she just wanted to be on television hurts my soul.
Bone Tomahawk. That scene. Charlie in the car in Hereditary.
Hereditary was so rough. That scene was totally unexpected, and the scene right after the next morning destroyed me. Also on the Ari Aster train, Mark's fate in Midsommar flushed.
American History X, curb scene.
I can still hear the teeth clink against the curb.
When I was younger, it was the thing at the beginning when the dog mutilates and tears itself apart, turning into the alien. Pretty much all the death scenes in that were disturbing, with the shape-shifting alien including the man's head running across the floor after growing legs. One of my faves. Can't beat those practical effects.
The Sixth Sense, where the husband watches the video of his wife poisoning his daughter. I just wanted to throw something through the TV screen.
The scene that got me as a kid was the girl who creeps into his safe place under the blankets with a half-blown-off face. I might be misremembering exactly what happened, the rest of the movie didn't even bother me at the time, but that scene really did. LOL. The girl was vomiting, but there is a woman that Cole is talking to at his school play who has a damaged face. What Lies Below? Stepdaughter gets her period on a boat and her stepdad touches the blood and licks it from his fingers.
Excuse me. #WHAT. I believe this is exactly what I said, and at the same volume. Maybe not the top of the list, but the first thing that pops into my head is the hobbling scene from Misery. Damn. Kathy Bates terrifies me to this day. Also, a long time back, there was a scene in a movie on late-night television. A girl was running through the woods from two guys. One surprises her and she manages to get his shotgun. She blows his head off. The thing is, they show enough of his face being lifted up and blown away. It was absolutely terrifying. No idea the movie. No interest in finding out. Lol. I read Misery in high school as an independent novel study. That scene is slightly different in the book, and much more graphic. Greater than. She uses an axe to cut his feet off completely and a blowtorch to cauterize the wound. Less than. I had to stop for a minute after reading that. That knife scene in Saving Private Ryan where Mellish and the Nazi were fighting.
It's the shing that gives me chills. Something about that in combination with the knife slowly going in turns my stomach.
And him saying to Mellish in German, "Give up, you don't stand a chance. Let's end this here. It will be easier for you, much easier, makes that scene even more uncomfortable.